The following year, Frank and I returned back to Longs Peak with a newer energy and a smarter approach to trying to climb it. We tried to pack lighter. We tried to prepare ourselves for taking our time and trying not to burn ourselves out. And with the second year, we tried to camp lower and leave our heavy gear at a lower altitude and then climb light day 2 up to summit.
You know, I think our strategy to camp low and go light for summit day was, I just don't think that worked.
That particular year, again, we got to chasm view and we went into the technical pitches and we were both uncomfortable with our surroundings and we never did make it beyond the second pitch again. And we decided to retreat.
We did fairly well, but you know, I think that summit day we still felt like we brought more gear up to the pitches than we needed, and I still don't know that we've learned all of our lessons regarding that.
We left Colorado again without bagging in Longs Peak or getting to that summit, so we left feeling a little empty that year because we really thought we could do it. And you know, in 1998 and 99, we were both very comfortable with our skills and abilities on the rock. It's just I don't think we were very comfortable with the environment and the mental game that it plays on you when you're up there. Day 2 was also forecasted to be a windy day, so we thought we'd spend that day just acclimatizing and hiking around Chasm Lake and just spending some time getting comfortable with being up in the mountain environment.
It's sunny, it's supposed to be a little warmer, as you can probably hear in the mic. Still windy up near the diamond. There's still some cloud. Today we're going to use more just kind of have some fun and get used to the altitude here. We're pushing 11,000 feet. So that's about it. Today's just going to be a fun day. We're going to get some neat shots from below to help get a bit of perspective on the mountain.
I don't remember the mountain looking so sharp. I don't remember the north face looking so exposed. You know, it was such a clear day that we saw a lot of it, and yeah, I have to say, I almost wish like we didn't see those views or those aspects of the mountain that day prior to summit day, because I think it really got us worried.
Looking at you know, the North Face route from that perspective, from down on the Chasm Lake area, gave us the ability to see it from an angle we'd never seen it before, and it was very steep and steeper than we'd ever imagined.
So we realized this year, you know, as we went out, that it really does meander very close to, you know, the actual diamond, and we didn't realize that it went so close. And I think that was kind of in the back of our minds, where we knew that we would be, you know, really close to the edge of the diamond. I think before we thought maybe it just went up very, very straight forward. It was very vertical to get to sort of the knife edge and then walk that over to the peak. Not the case.
And that's when I first started kind of realizing that I don't know if I was prepared with my skills and abilities with rope work and belaying and stuff. And I started to really question myself, and I started having some doubts at that time.
So I realized that Buck wasn't talking, you know, a whole lot, and I knew that things were bothering him, and you know, I guess I didn't admit to myself that they were kind of bothering me too.
As I get closer to the diamond and look at the North Face and the exposure, my whole attitude changes compared to what it was. And it's easy to sit at home and plan your trip and think how easy it's going to be. But when you come here and you actually are exposed and you're in this backcountry and you do have that time to think, then that's when you start kind of questioning your abilities. And I'd hate to turn back and throw away all this time and effort, but on the flip side, I'm not going to jeopardize my safety, and I'm definitely not going to not go home to my family.
And there was a lot of fears, I think there's a lot of doubts, certainly from the perspective of the mountain that day. It was, we weren't really sure if we wanted to, we weren't really sure if we could.
2000, we returned back and we decided we were going to try to climb the mountain with a friend of ours that we had met in Colorado in previous years, Josh, and he was going to video document it and take photographs and also join in.
That was probably the year that was most exciting. We had 3 people to carry a lot. You know, we could bring more gear, we could travel a little bit lighter per person. You know, there was a lot more camaraderie. You know, we just felt like we were going to do it.
Everything was looking good that day. It was a baby blue sky day. It wasn't too windy. We got up to Chasm View and started the technical pitches, got into the first pitch and then into the second pitch. And while we were in the technical section, the clouds rolled in and the weather changed dramatically on us.
Weather turned a little bad, huh?
Yeah. You can see that over Chasm or Chasm, it's really starting to roll in.
Yeah. We're getting engulfed pretty quickly.
We're gonna have about an hour and a half hike down. My biggest problem is if we climb up, right now we can see what's going on, but I'm already losing visibility because we don't have goggles. If it gets any worse and we're all, you know, up another 2 pitches, we might have a problem getting down. So I think it's the old theory that you might as well call it when you have that gut feeling instead of pushing it and getting hurt or killed.
Well, how far is it to the top, do you guys think? Another 500-600 vertical feet?
Oh, easily. I can't even look up half the time.
Yeah.
The snow's blowing off here. I don't know if you guys can see it on off the cameras. I'm sure you can.
Yeah, for the camera.
So we were forced to retreat because of weather that year, and it was a shame because that particular year we were feeling pretty strong. We were feeling as though that we could, we were moving towards summit and we were confident with our abilities, and the weather was the turning point for us in 2000.